What's up, YouTube? Broke Boy Real Estate is back, and we are better than ever. And I know I do have to sincerely apologize because it has been about a month since our last upload. So I hope you guys can forgive me for that. Life just sometimes takes a hold of you, you know what I'm saying? But what I wanted to do today was do a 2020 year wrap for you guys. And not to gloat or anything about what we've accomplished, but just to show you what is possible when you decide to take the dive into real estate investing and take actionable steps towards your financial freedom. And so this is Broke Boy Real Estate's rookie year in the game, right? I'm not coming from a ton of experience, and I started out with little to no savings, but we made all this possible. And so I hope you guys are excited about this one, and we're going to check out these stats. As you can see, today we're repping the Army West Point over that big win yesterday against Navy. Probably one of the more boring games I've watched, but I will take that dub over an L any day of the week. All right, 2020 wrapped. Here we go. And so I have to say, first off, we set our goals in January at the beginning of this year, and my goal for the year was to buy my first investment property. So in January, I literally didn't own a single property at all. I had never really financed anything. I was just, a young guy with real no debt or assets. Now that we're at the end of December of 2020, Broke Boy Real Estate has acquired 6 total cash flowing properties with a portfolio value around $750K. And to me, that's mind-blowing because, I guess I'm intelligent, but I'm not like a genius by any means. There's a reason why I'm a business major and not a STEM major, because I realize what my strengths and weaknesses are. But able to close 6 deals in 1 year with, like I said, I really didn't have any savings. I just had a foundation of an education, really, and I just was able to apply that and kind of figure it out on the streets. And so over the course of the year, we utilized a wide range of creative financing strategies to acquire these properties. And so we kicked off the year with doing a VA loan house hack. And what we basically did was utilize the VA loan to buy a property with nothing down, didn't pay anything at closing. And then as soon as I moved in, I moved a tenant into that 3rd bedroom, and he basically was able to cover my entire mortgage. And so I lived the majority of 2020 without a living expense. So basically for that property, I still to this day haven't paid a cent on it. And the principal's been paid down. Fantastic deal, saved me tons of money. Then after that, I did buy my first property from a turnkey provider, and that was just a conventional 20% down bank financed. Fairly simple deal I think anybody can do, and I bought that through White Feather Investments. Solid crew and solid people, and so very happy with that. Even though that was the easiest, least complex deal we did, it was probably one of the bigger pains in the ass because I had a bad appraisal process. We had 3 bad appraisals in a row. But we closed the deal, and I'm happy, and so success. And then after that, what we did was we bought 2 properties using the BRRRR deal. And the BRRRR, to just remind you, is the buy, renovate, rent, refinance, repeat. So we were able to close 2 of those actually. And those are some of the more exciting deals because basically I purchased the property and wanted to go to refinance, get all my money back with about 25% equity built into this property. And so that's how I was able to buy those properties with no money. Then we bought 2 more using the sub-2 strategy. And the sub-2 strategy is subject to the pre-existing mortgage. And so I came into those deals with, I think each maybe around only $5K at closing, and we just assumed the previous mortgage, and those mortgages were already, I think there's already one of them had about 30% equity built in the property, and one had about 40% equity built into those properties. And so I just assumed those mortgages and assumed that equity and moved in tenants, cash flowing, and freaking awesome. And so, like I said, we bought, majority of the properties that we bought, really at the end of the day, little to no money down. And that's how I've been able to accelerate so fast, because I quickly realized after I bought my first bank financed conventional type deal, 20% down, like if I want to accelerate at this rapid pace, I can't buy too many deals where I'm just putting 20% down, because then my money's in the deal and it's not coming back. And so really going after those birds and sub twos has been, I think, the key to success here on how I've been able to accelerate so fast. So definitely, if you guys have any questions about any types of those deals, doing a VA loan house hack, or just buying a bank financed conventional property, or especially the burrs and the sub twos, hit me up, because now that I've done them both a couple times, I understand it pretty well, and I think I can just, I'm able to just rinse and repeat and knock those out over and over and over again until I have as many properties as I need to sustain my lifestyle. So now I just wanted to talk about the actual profitability of these properties, because that's what you guys are all probably interested in, is like, is this actually worth all this time and effort that you're putting in? And so with my small handful of properties that I have, I make about $6,000 gross rents every month. And then when you subtract the mortgages, the tax, insurance, private management fees, all like the hard expenses, we're looking at about $3,000 a month that I take home. And I know you're probably thinking like, $3,000 does not sound like big ball of moves at all. Like, it doesn't sound like that much, but just to remind you, like, that's $3,000 of passive income that you could be making every single month. And for me, that's about half a month's paycheck. And so from just my real estate income, I'm making about half of my paycheck. And so for the first time, for me, I can finally see the light at the end of the tunnel. Like, if I were to do this, a couple more times and keep rinse repeating doing the same thing, sooner than later, my entire income I receive from my day job can be replaced entirely by rental income. And then I have the time freedom to say, do I actually want to work? What do I actually want to do with my free time? At that point in time, once my rental income matches or exceeds my active income that I receive from my day job, I'm free, like financially free to do what I want with my time and maintain my lifestyle. I don't have to make any sacrifices. And so I just wanted to show you and illustrate like how powerful that is. And like I said, this is all done in about a year's time. And if I can do it, I legit think anybody else can do it too. So I hope this was kind of helpful to you guys in any way. And like I said before, if there's any questions on any types of these deals or anything other about real estate investing, please hit me up, because I love to help out other people, especially other people military affiliated or from my community back in Fresno, California. Definitely hit me up, because I would love to help. And what I also want to cover today is some lessons learned over the course of the year, my first year of real estate investing, things that I've learned the hard way. So maybe these will help you out when you finally decide to take that leap into the world of real estate investing. And so probably the biggest thing, lesson one for me, is just to be unafraid. Just be bold and be confident. I think my dog just sneezed, I don't know if you heard that. But to be bold and to be confident, because starting out, I was afraid, when you're throwing down this much money and you're on the hook if the deal goes bad, it could be a little scary. Like, can I afford to take a hit if this goes south? And so I think if you just be bold and you run your numbers conservatively and accurately, just make the move. Don't hesitate. Make decisions and close deals. Number two, biggest thing is, as a real estate investor, you are essentially like a project manager. You're just managing and communicating with multiple parties, whether that's your lender, your closing attorney, your construction workers, whoever it is. You're just communicating and managing with all these people. So ultimately, success is kind of built around the team that you have. If you have someone that's shitty or is slow, it's just going to slow the whole process down. So just make sure you build a good team of people around you to close smoothly and efficiently. Lastly, I'm going to talk about the construction side of things, doing the renovations. Always plan to spend more money and spend more time on a deal. So now, like whenever I do a deal, add a buffer of funds in there, because you never know what's going to go wrong. Once you open up the property and you get under the property and see everything that's wrong with it, I would include maybe an extra at least $5,000 on top of whatever bid you get, just for contingency. And also, when there's a project deadline, like I said, something's always going to pop up and be wrong, something that needs to be fixed. I would add at least another 2 weeks to whatever the completion time is. And I think that'll give you some buffer to kind of plan on what to expect as far as the renovation process goes. And I can do this, have a list of this on and on, but I think those are the 3 biggest things for me that I learned this year. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Have a great holiday and the rest of your 2020. Thanks for watching. Until next time.